Hi business owners, Marvelyn Brown here, and today I'm going to take you on a quick journey with me. I am in the process of reactivating my Etsy store. So I never took my Etsy store down, I just didn't really do anything with it. So as you can see, I have been on Etsy for a number of years, since 2021, and I have done absolutely nothing with my shop. So the reason I haven't done anything with my shop is because I made the decision a while back to have a platform, to kind of create a platform that I own and control. I felt like Etsy, I'd heard so many horror stories about Etsy and how they shut people's sites down. And so I decided, once I had already gotten this established and set up, I decided to place my focus on my WooCommerce shop. So if you're not familiar with WooCommerce, WooCommerce is a WordPress plugin, and WordPress gives you a platform. If you have the self-hosted version of WordPress, that is going to give you a platform that you can use, that you own and control. And I apologize if you heard that thud. That's what that was. Okay, so WordPress gives you a platform that you own and control. So that's what I'm on. I also show business owners how to set up a Shopify store. Shopify is also a platform that allows you to have a self-hosted e-commerce store. So that again is a platform that you own and control. And so, but I also know from, people that I've talked to, my daughter has an Etsy store, some of the other people that I know have Etsy stores. And this is the thing about Etsy. Etsy has already made pre-built traffic, built into the platform. And so if you're just starting out and you don't have an audience, you don't have people who are following you or people that you can promote to, Etsy is a tried and true platform. People trust it, people use it. And so for that reason, I am going to reactivate this store for the holiday season. So I'm going to take you along if you would like to go. I'm going to do a few videos that will show you how you can optimize your Etsy store. And you can use these same concepts in some of the other platforms. Some of the other platforms make it a lot easier to do some of the things that we're going to talk about. But if you're just starting out and you are someone who is straddling the fence on whether you want to start an Etsy store, then you might want to watch this video. The other thing that I have done is I put together an Etsy tutorial. So in this tutorial, and I'll link that tutorial below this video, but in my tutorial, I show you how to start an Etsy store. And then I also show you how you can get 40 free listings. So Etsy is a very user-friendly, organized platform, and it's also a very affordable platform that you can use to start your online journey with pre-built traffic. And so the thing that you have to do as an Etsy shop owner is get people to your Etsy store, because more than likely your ideal customers are already using Etsy. And so that is going to be the big selling point for Etsy, is that you can get started, you can get your products out there, you can promote them, and you can start generating some sales and some momentum that you can use to start earning money online. Okay, so with that said, let's go behind the scenes and look at my Etsy store. And the way that you want to do that is, if you already have your Etsy store set up, then you're going to be able to follow along. If you don't have an Etsy store, you can use the link below this video to, number one, set up your Etsy store using our tutorial, and number two, get 40 free listings. So that means that you're going to be able to list 40 products for free. And you can, start earning money from 40 listings. I will also show you, when you go to my Etsy tutorial, I also show you how to find your link that you can use to share with others so that you can continue to get 40 free listings. So that way, at least you're not paying to list your products, and you're able to utilize the Etsy platform that already has traffic built in. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna go behind the scenes, and you wanna, if you have your store already set up, you wanna click on Shop Manager, and that's gonna take you to this page. As you can see in the very top, it says Shop Manager. Now I'm gonna pan over a little bit, and I want you to look at this that I'm pointing to right now. In the top right hand side of your page, it's going to show all the free listings that you have to use. Now, I've been listing quite a few products. I had at one time, there were about maybe 200 or 300 free listings that I had accumulated. But this is where you're going to see your free listings. So if you take advantage of our free tutorial and you follow the instructions in that tutorial, you can get 40 free listings. They're going to show up right here in your Shop Manager, and then you can use those listings to list out your first 40 products. Okay, so that's where you're going to find that if you take advantage of our free listings offer. And then the thing that I want you to focus on is your listings tab. So right here is where you're going to be able to find the products that you have listed. You can also press this button right here that says add a listing, and it's going to show you the number of free listings is going to decrease as you add new products. But this is where you would go to add your new products. Okay, so we're going to look at, let's see, what can we look at today? I'm just going to, let's see, I think I have already optimized. Let's see if we've optimized these, this t-shirt. So this is a Halloween t-shirt. And so let's see if we've optimized these images. So the thing that you want to do when someone is looking at your listings, you want to make sure that all of your images just kind of flow on their phone or their tablet or their desktop. You want all the images to be the same size. And so you want to just kind of think about where people are going to be looking at your listing. So are they going to be looking on YouTube? Are they going to be looking on Pinterest? Are they going to be looking on Facebook? And then you want to optimize according to those platforms. Now, what I normally do is I normally use the square. But you can use whatever format you want. And I'm going to show you those formats here in a moment. Okay, so this is our thumbnail. So Etsy allows you to optimize your thumbnail so that people can kind of zoom in on the details of, you know, whatever it is that you're selling. So in this case, we're selling this Bella Plus Canvas t-shirt. And so if I wanted to zoom in on this image, I could zoom in on it like this. So do I really want to show her face? Probably not, but you do kind of want to show the human side. You know, what is this product going to look like? Since it's a t-shirt, you want to show what it's going to look like on an actual person. So in addition to the thumbnail, I might want to just, you know, do this thumbnail. And when I have this image at the size that I want, then I'm going to click on done. So what that's going to do is it's going to make that image, and actually it didn't take. Interesting. I wonder why. Okay, so what is the thumbnail? I'm not sure why it didn't take, but we're just going to keep it moving. So then as I said earlier, I use the square. I like using the square because that is pretty universal. Even if you're on other platforms, if someone shares your shirt or your item that you're selling, it will work. It may not look the best on other platforms. However, it looks pretty decent on most platforms. However, if you say, for instance, you want to optimize it so that it fits with maybe a YouTube video or something with a wider format, then this would be a way that you could do that. If you want to share this on, if you think people are going to be sharing this on, um, Instagram or Pinterest, then you might want to use one of the longer formats like 2x3 or 3x4. See how it looks on 3x4? Now you can do this in a number of different ways. I always like to provide people with a square image for all of my items, but you can also give people a variety. So if you know that you want people to share your items on social media, then you can actually use this format and maybe have most of your images in the square, and then you can provide maybe a longer version that they can share on social media, however you decide to do it. But it looks like they have some of the wider images that you can share on either like a Facebook or a YouTube or something that has those, the wider formats, or they have the longer images that you can use on those kinds of platforms as well. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Square, and then I'm going to, once I get that optimized, I'm going to click Done. And then I want to add a little detail here. So maybe I want to use a tool like ChatGPT to give me an SEO optimized version of this, but I'm just going to take and wing it. So this is a black t-shirt with a why isn't my space bar working? A rainbow in neutral colors with bats and dots along the outer rainbow, or on the outside. I'll say along the outside. The word Halloween is at the bottom of the rainbow. Okay, so then that pretty much describes the t-shirt. I'm just gonna say maybe a black, really, a black short sleeve t-shirt Okay, and then I'm going to copy this because I'm going to stick this in the description here, and I'm going to crop it. So this is not a black short sleeve shirt. This is a tan short sleeve shirt with a rainbow in neutral colors with bats and dots along the outside. The word Halloween is at the bottom of the rainbow. Okay, so now that I've got my description in there, I'm going to crop this. And this is an image that I might want to place on a social media platform. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm just going to click done. And then I'm going to go on to the next image. So this image I would definitely want to paste. And we're going to say this color, I don't even know what color that is. We'll say crimson for the moment, and then I'll have to go back and look at the actual colors. We're going to crop this, and we're going to use the square format, and we're going to click done. And here is the tan color again. We're going to say I'm believing this is tan. Tan short sleeve, and we're going to crop it down to the square, and we're going to click done. Next, this is what is this, like a olive, maybe olive color. And we're going to crop it to a square. We're going to click done. I believe this is more of like a dark gray. So we'll say dark gray short sleeve, and we're going to crop it to a square. Click done. This is Athletic Heather. I know that color. And we'll say and Athletic Heather. And then we're going to crop it to a square. And again, we have our crimson shirt. Laying flat. We're going to crop it down to a square. We're going to click done. And then last but not least, we're going to put our dark gray, and we're going to crop it to a square. Okay, so now we've got all of our images. This, I believe, is already in a square format, but we're going to just crop it. Okay, so we've got everything the way that we want it, and now we're going to hit apply. Okay, so then hopefully we've got everything in a format that makes it easy for people to review. And I'm kind of adjusting my microphone, so you may hear a little noise there in the background, but I want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, so now that we've got that done, we're going to hit publish changes. So now we've got our images done. Now we just want to make sure, and it did crop it. Okay, so you remember how, now this is the actual video though. So it's showing the video with the cropped image. Let me go back then and look at this primary thumbnail. We're going to look at that again, and we're going to crop it to a square. Okay, so now we're done, and we need to, okay, so it must have already been cropped to a square. Okay, moving right along, we're still on our listings tab. And the thing that we also want to do is we want to go over to this right hand side, and we want to manage our sections. So Etsy will give you up to 20 sections, and you want to kind of think about the products or the categories of products that you really want people to look at. So they're going to be maybe based on the season or your niche. Maybe your shop is niched down to a certain targeted audience. You want to make sure that you have sections that, you know, people within your target audience are going to be looking for. So let's say that you have a shop that is geared to entrepreneurs and helping entrepreneurs build their business. Maybe you have things that are based on organization, like, you know, organizing your life. Maybe you have things like journals that help people balance out their, you know, their stress levels or their wellness activities. Maybe you have something that helps people when they work out, you know, their workout journals or their wellness journals or stress management journals or things like that. You can create sections that will help people find those items quickly. So what you want to do is, instead of using a term like mugs, you know, using a term like mugs is okay, because then people can find all of the mugs that you have to offer. You can also create a section that is more targeted. So let's say you have mugs for, if you're, let's say that your shop is geared to stay-at-home moms, or, you know, things that make moms' lives easier, or you have a sports related shop. You might want to have mugs that are related to the different types of sports that you focus on. So let's say that your shop is geared to sports. You might want to have football mugs. You might want to have basketball mugs. You might want to have soccer mugs. You know what I mean? So those are the kinds of things that will help you. And it will also help people who visit your shop to find what they're looking for versus having to hunt around and look for things. They will actually be able to find what they're looking for. And it also helps Etsy and some of the search engines, because Etsy does index your products on various search engines, especially if you have bestsellers or products that sell a lot of volume. Those are going to be products that people will be able to find easily on Google. So you want to make sure that your products are SEO optimized for Google. You want to make sure that you're using that alt text that we just used on the images. You want to make sure that you have sections that are SEO optimized. And so those are the kinds of things that I'm going to be doing in my shop. And so that is what you can do as well. The other thing that you can do with these sections is you can create collections. So let's say that you have a new fall line. Maybe you have some apparel that you're trying to sell. Maybe you have a new fall line, or maybe you have a line based around a particular character or a particular niche. You can categorize your sections based on niche, based on character, based on, just whatever you want to call your particular collections. You can list those right here and make it a lot easier for people to find your product. Okay, so that is something that you can do. And when you, let's say, I'm going to go back out to my main shop and I'm going to show you what these look like on your shop. So let's say that I am going to start promoting, which I am. I'm going to start promoting my my Halloween stuff. So I guess I'm in so I've got planners. I've only got one planner. I've got 2 notebooks. But if I want to start promoting my Halloween stuff, then here is my Halloween collection. And I can use this link and just start sending traffic to my Etsy store. Sometimes when we don't get the results we're looking for, it could be because we're promoting the wrong way. Maybe we're not promoting at all, or maybe we are, maybe we are just using stuff, or we're putting stuff in our shop that, doesn't really appeal to our target audience. So you want to think about, the other thing you want to do is if you have 2 of the same type of product. So right now, I have one t-shirt that's $23.99 with free shipping. I have another shirt that's $25.99 with free shipping. If they're the same exact shirt with a different imprint, then you might want to make these the same price. If there is a product that is different, let's say you have a long sleeve shirt, then it makes sense. It's going to make sense to your shop visitors that they would pay something different for a long sleeve shirt versus a short sleeve shirt. But if you have shirts that are the same and you're charging something different, then that kind of makes it look like you don't really know what you're doing. The same thing goes for mugs. So we have a mug here that is for Halloween. We have another mug for Halloween, and they're priced the same amount. Now, one of the other things that you might do, and you have to kind of do the math and figure all this out on your own. Etsy really doesn't make it easy for you to sell bundles. But let's say that we have our witchy wishes in a Halloween bag, and we have our little mug. They have the same image on them, right? You could package these together and sell them as a bundle. We have our Ghoul Power t-shirt. We also have a Ghoul Power bag. We could package these together and sell them as a bundle and give people a discount when they buy both of the items. Now, what that means is you're going to have to sit down with like an Excel spreadsheet or a calculator or whatever and figure out, how you can give people a free product without it breaking the bank. So, in order to sell more, You can bundle things together. You can do a buy one get one sale. You can do flash sales on Etsy. You can do a promo code on Etsy. You can actually set up a promo code on Etsy, and then when you promote it on social media, you can tell people, to get this deal, use sign up maybe, to get a promo code that you can use on your next order or something like that. You can do a lot of different things on Etsy that will bring in traffic and bring people to your store. So that is one of the strategies that you might want to think about using. Either buy one, get one, flash sales, bundles, all of those things are going to be, strategies that you can use. Free shipping is a strategy that you can use. When you offer free shipping, you also want to make sure that you are able to, you don't want to go in the hole too much, but you do want to have people visit your shop and you want people to buy. So I think that is pretty much it for me for this video. And what I plan to do is, as I make improvements to my Etsy store, as I start to promote it, I'm going to also share some of the things that are working with people in my Facebook group. So I'm going to put a link below this video to my Etsy tutorial that shows you how to set up an Etsy store and get those 40 free listings. And then I'm also going to do a video series on my YouTube channel, and I'm also going to put that information into my Facebook group. And if you have questions or you want to share some of the things that are working for you on Etsy, you can do that in the Facebook group, so you don't have to worry about blasting it out to the whole world. But this is the thing, we need to start, working together, having those people that we can share our wins and our losses, and we can grow together. And when you grow together, it really makes it a lot more fun when you're starting an online business. So I appreciate your time today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. And if you want to check out my series, I'm going to start a Etsy series on my YouTube channel. And again, I'm going to put a link below this video so that you can pop over to our Facebook group and join us there as well. If you got value from this video, I would appreciate a like, a comment, a share, etc. Okay? Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later.